Hello folks and welcome to Train Fever. I'm Colonel Failure and we're watching a train, yeah. So we're watching our latest addition to our fleet, this rather splendid if somewhat brutal looking electric number. It's heading towards Dronfield at the moment, which is the kind of the first of the three hub cities that we're trying to build up. Ahead of it is a steam train, and that's only of interest because it took a very curious route and caused this chap to have to wait for a minute. So I'm going to have to investigate that in a moment. Meanwhile, what have we got going on? So today I'm going to look at expanding the number of services that we're running into Dronfield. Now, this is not going to be heavily driven towards expanding the number. Oh, typical trucks have just come up. Oh, that's gonna distract me. Maybe I'll hold on and do that one. No, don't go any further. Don't go any further. You're gonna break it. You're gonna break. No, you can't go any. God, nuts. Stop. Oh well, it's just as well I was paying attention, huh? Reverse, back up a bit. Back up a bit. Okay, well that's interrupted my flow, hasn't it? Right, we need this chap out of the way, and then if we stop here, turn him around again. Well, look at that. I mean, how's that for, you know, a bit of useful timing? All right. Onwards. Right, okay, I'm going to need a signal there. Yeah, I don't know how I didn't put that. I mean, that's the most obvious place for a signal ever. It's all pretty complicated around here. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yes, we just had trucks turn up. Right, we'll put... Go on. There's not a vehicle in the way. The vehicle's passed. We're not interfering with it in the slightest. Okay, right, that should have that solved. Yes, what was I talking about? This fella here, for some reason, has taken to coming up if we move out. So this is the Letchworth train, and for some reason it's quite happy to go all the way on the left here, but then it stays on that side coming back, and what I want it to do is I want it to shift sides there. Let's well, in fact I think this is a signalling job as well, so let's put one in there and then a release over here. Now, what I have observed, or no, I haven't observed anything. What I've figured is that the setup that I'm currently going for with lots of these point-to-point services going on is Dronfield, Letchworth. Thank you. I just need that open. Yeah, what I've kind of worked out is that why are you switching back? I know it's the inside lane. Is that with all these point-to-point services, it's actually quite tricky to keep a handle on trains coming and going. It's made it much more difficult to keep things organised. Yeah, okay, that's a bit of a ramble, and it's a little bit vague. I hope I'll be able to demonstrate exactly what I mean. So we've got trains coming in and out of Dronfield here. Oh, sorry, pretty aggressive zooming. And as such, it's going to be tricky to maintain that when I've got a whole slew of new train services running. And that's what I'm going to do today, is I'm going to get more passenger services rocking and rolling. So as you can see, we've got, in fact, this is quite a good view. We've got over here, we've got Ilford, comes over here through the tunnel into Dronfield and back out again, point to point. We've got Dronfield then coming out here to Borehamwood, and we've got Dronfield out to Letchworth, which we were just looking at, and then Dronfield out to Dinnington. Okay, so 4 different towns all hubbing around Dronfield, which is great because that will mean that it has plenty of passenger services going on. But the difficulty is that if I've got a train coming in here, right, okay, it's coming in on the right-hand side, comes into the station, so far so good, turns around, goes back the other way, has to switch. It basically means that that trains coming in from this direction are always going to use this side of the station. Trains coming in from the other side of the other direction. Good, What is the matter with me today? I was always going to use the right-hand side of the station, and I'm not convinced that that's actually going to work over the longer term. Of course, we're not going to know that for certain just yet. I need to get... Are we fully electrified out here? It looks like we might be. Okay, right, well, you know, there's an easy way to find out. I mean, I've got 12 million quid in the bank. Yeah, that's a positive place to start. So let's buy me a train, and you'll see why I consider this as a potential problem. Right, so we'll have one of those, and we'll give it some passengers. Usual number, 102. There we go, and we'll set this onto Dronfield, Ilford. Now I need to keep an eye on it because we need to make sure that. It's actually able to complete that route. I'm pretty sure the timing isn't too bad here, but we'll find out in a shortish amount of time. I need to put some signals on here, aren't I? There we go. Stop. There we go. So you know, signalling is currently a little on the woeful side. Not to mention the fact that the existing Ilford is going to come in down this side, so I actually need a signal here as well. There we go. Right, and then we'll put a clear signal on here. So there we go. I think we're already talking signals this episode, and I can't see that changing too soon. Right, and then we'll switch that around. Stick a clear signal on there, and all being well, that should do the trick. Okay, so and actually, you know, this is kind of demonstrating it in action. So this guy's going to pull out, hopefully, onto the right side of the track because that's what we need. But I can't help but think maybe this station isn't big enough. Maybe if I'm going to double up the number of passenger services on each line. Actually, with spacing, it shouldn't be too bad. And given that the trains are being made to wait for one another, maybe it'll be okay. Actually, I want to get another signal in here. If I haven't got one already. No, I've got one already. Hey, good. That's something I've done right, which makes a change. So I've got to upgrade this side of things to the fully high-speed tracks, but I'll worry about that when I've got fully high-speed trains, because obviously the change in technology between steam and this kind of early electric is the speed difference isn't going to be too significant, particularly if I keep them on low-speed tracks. So that's not too big a concern for the moment. Right. Okay. Well, that's one. We've got one into the pipeline. Let's do another because, frankly, you know, what did I just do? That was Ilford, wasn't it? All right, let's do it again. And the hope here is that that by increasing the number of trains, we increase passenger demand. I mean, I've seen it happen before. Obviously, as the towns get bigger, that's going to drive a bit of demand anyway. What do we think? Letchworth, maybe. Borehamwood. Borehamwood's actually quite a long run, so that might be a good one. What the heck kind of a wacky route are you trying to pull off here? Yeah, let's do it, because that's clearly broken. Right, off you go. Now, I'm going to need... You haven't got a path. Oh, hold on. Right, you're trying to get to Ilford, and you've got no path, which means we've got a hole in the electrification. And I suspect that Boreham Wood that I was just setting up there also doesn't have a path. So here we go. Right. Now, we're only going to worry about this one side of the track to start with. Oh, hello. Yeah, well, we better... typical vehicle in the way. Helpful. Very helpful. Now, I mean, it could just be this. I mean, it would be lovely if that was the case. It could just be that one piece of track, and you're going up the wrong side, which is, you know, fantastic. I've actually got to do quite a lot of pathing changing here. Any? No, not interested. Okay, right. Well, let's get this sorted out, and not to mention the fact we haven't actually got any track switching going on either, which is going to be fairly essential. Right, I'll put one there. 120 is not as fast as you can get these points, but if you try and push it much more than that, the amount of space you end up occupying is horrendous. So 120 is enough, and as was pointed out to me someone in a previous playthrough, if you do it fairly close to the station, let's get things rolling. Yeah, if you make your points close-ish, or as close as possible to the station, then your trains really aren't going to lose that much speed anyway. I figure it's got to be this side of the track that's causing me the woe. And then, of course, I need to... yeah, let's bring up the route while I'm at it. Where are we? Ilford. Okay. There's a very high likelihood... Hold on. No. Look. We've got the moment here. The moment is with us. There we go. Upgrade all of that. What was I saying? Yeah, there's a very high likelihood that in putting these extra services on, I'm going to create the mother of all traffic jams on this line somewhere. It's most likely to be Dronfield, but you say you've got no path. No, this is the boring. No, that's this fella who is currently stuck because he doesn't have a path. Let's slow it down so I don't burn too much cash. All right. Okay. So if I'm organised, let's check the route here. Shouldn't the route already be highlighted? I've got the route up. Look, it's there. Look. Maybe it's because I've got that up. No. Add station. No. Okay, Dronfield Signal 5. Well, that's easy enough to find. That was there. Okay, so it's going up this side. We have been here before, friends. This is not the first time that we've had to scrutinise the track. Now, I mean, we're quite fortunate in that, actually, Dronfield Signal 5, we then also want to keep it on this side, and the previous train did not wish to do that. So let's put another signal here. All right, and then we'll add it, after that one, we'll add this as a waypoint. There we go, signal 19. Right, now this fella's also coming in now, which is amazing, obviously, but the drama's going to come when it joins the queues here. And actually, let's pause it before he gets in the way. You missed the pause button. Damn it! Alright, we're going to have to wait for it to go through. Yeah, we've got some gridlock going on here. Alright, well, I've got money in the bank, so let's hope I can resolve this before I burn through 11 million quid. We're going to have queues everywhere. Well, queues in this direction, certainly. Right. Let's have a look. What have we got? Where's he trying to go? You are... Train 11. No path. Dronford, Ilford. Right. Dronfield, Ilford. Show me the... What? What? What's this green? Green is the other... oh, it's because you've got all of them up. Right. Oh, come on. Show me the route. Okay, now, and this is going to potentially get very difficult indeed if we've got... What? That's high speed. We don't not bothered about high speed right now. We'll worry about high speed in a minute. Now, I'm pretty sure that this electric number doesn't need high speed. If you know differently, then that could make me quite upset. And it might be that I spend the next 15 minutes trying to figure out exactly where I'm missing a bit of electrification. See, I like electric trains just fine, but there really does need to be an easier way to to make sure you've got all your electrification in order. Is the station done? The station is done. We might as well get that done as well. Still no path. Okay, well, actually, let's get that one out of the way. Let's send that to Letchworth. Simply because we'll get it out of the way, so we can get those. We'll get those steams moving again. And while I've got empty track here, I'm going to high speed this lot. It shouldn't be the case that it needs high speed. In fact, you know, I am almost 100% certain that can't possibly be the case. But I'm at a bit of a loss to explain why it might be, unless it's the other side of the track, of course. Because no path means that it can't complete the entire route, which is what's freezing it up. Although, historically, I seem to remember them completing half the track and then stopping with a no-gov, can't do it. You're fresh out of luck, I can't get there. And it would be nice if the trains would actually run until the exact moment that they can't go any further. No, those two are okay. Alright, okay, so the backlog is going to start to clear, that's fine. But if I can't do electric on here somewhere, then that's actually a problem. Well, I mean, it's a problem already, but it's a bigger problem. Okay, well, this is not the enthralling episode that I had in mind for you, but there we go. What is going on? Vehicles in the way everywhere. All right. Oh, hold on. You're electric. Where are you heading? Get rid of that. Where are you off to? You're off to Boreham Wood. Okay. Right. Yes. Well, there were problems with Boreham Wood anyway, so maybe those are problems that I shall look at now. Check it out, Ilford. Boreham Wood's not having a problem. Could it be that's because you've been watching the Boreham Wood? You have. Hey! I hope you noticed that and were cackling merry to yourself going, you know you were looking at the wrong line, right? You are looking at the wrong line. The wrong line is the one you're looking at, and the one you're looking at is the wrong one. It's my, you know, consummate professionalism and high level of expertise is the reason you watch in the first place, right? There we go. Look. Yes. All right. So, as it turns out, tracking down exactly what the problem with Ilford was pretty straightforward. Let's high speed some of this. Magnifico. Okay, right. So we're going to need a signal here. We're going to need a signal here. Look, right about here. This sort of anywhere here. That's good. And then we want one on the other side. Say, I am done with this junction. Okay, right. So theoretically, Ilford should now be viable. That'll be nice. Now I'm probably going to need some signals along the way. Just to yeah, I mean, look at it. You're going to have a heck of a queue on your hands if you don't have a few interstitial signals going on. Now, I don't think I'm going to get to the point of having more than two on each line. I can't rule it out. I mean, this Boreham Wood route is actually highly suitable for having more than a couple of trains because it's nice and long. And we'll signal all the way along just in order to stop people having to queue, hopefully giving people a bit of a view along the way. Okay. Go about your business, nice Ilford train. One more. All right, I do need to go look at the Boreham Wood line. I would imagine it's probably going to be broken soonish, because previously the train was on the wrong side of the flaming track. No, you didn't really need to high speed that bit, but you know, good work, solid effort. There's a train in the way. There's always a flipping train in the way. And I dispute that. I don't think there is a train in the way. There we go. Right. And that one. Hey, good. Right, so, Boreham Wood. You, sir. Where are you heading? Right, you're on your way up here. This is all good. Right, apologies for that minor interlude. Good. I think this is possibly now happening. Hold on. What have we got going on here? We better go check this out. Right, which... hello. Where are we? Dronfield. Why are you both on the same piece of track? It's because... why are you both on the same piece of track? This shouldn't be the case. Okay, stop. Reverse. Back her up. And then run, obviously. Right, let's... yes. Again, signal's missing. And it's because I built this without multiple trains in mind. Turn it around. So let's get that fixed now. And, you know, and I've still... In fact, that shouldn't have been possible. It really shouldn't have been possible. Huh. I'm going to put that down to it being the first time that this train has actually been out in the wild. And that might be optimistic, but I can't think of any other good reason that would have just happened. Anyway, let's get some signals out here just to keep things rattling along. Okay, good. Right, so let's go. We were going to look at Boreham Wood because they were using the wrong side of the track. Ah, here's a candidate to show me why that is. Now, of course, you know, this is all based on the assumption that that these trains are going to yield more profit because we'll increase the number of passengers. Now, we don't need to fill up all 102 seats on the train, although that would be nice. But what we do need, most definitely, is for the trains to be profitable, and that's in the kind of the 30 to 40 passenger mark, something like that. And that's where we need to get to. Right, why are you taking your time here, sunshine? Have we got signals at this station? No, we haven't. Well, we probably should have, shouldn't we? Right, we're going to want one here. There we go. And one on the other side. Somehow managed to squeak that one in without the train objecting too heavily. Go on. There you go. Yes, you're out on the right path. Excellent. In fact, if we just bring the route up. So we're on red here, and that actually looks like it's doing what it's supposed to. So I must have fixed it already. Okay, good. Right. Tremendous. I think that's us running. That will not be the last time that we have trouble with this fine setup, and it's because it's been built in a really ham-fisted way. You know, very little consideration have I given to making it run smoothly, and you know, I've got no one to blame but myself for that. But once that settles in, hopefully, it'll start working. Right. Let's just have a quick look at route times. Dronfield Ilford apparently doesn't have a time assigned to it. That's interesting, and equally that shouldn't be the case. Alright, I'm going to investigate what's going on there. I'll catch up with you next time. Thanks for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. Subscribe. Yeah, that's a pleasant thing you could do to yourself. And I'll catch up with you very soon. Cheerio.
Listen.